I was going to my locker hurriedly as it was already so late. Since I checked the phone, I had to hide the phone in the locker because if Gia saw it, I might fall into trouble. I reached the locker, and when I took my phone and was about to close the door, someone blew near my ear. I felt chills. It made me recall Jungkook. I got scared. Did he even come here too? I never turned back and saw a girl who was taller than me and with slicked back brown hair and good looks. He was smirking at me. I didn't understand why he was looking at me like that. I made a confused face. But when I saw these girls come behind him and put their hands on him, I realized they all might be friends. Those girls were the ones who tried to bully me in the washroom that day. Rocky, she's the one. He was tugging their hands off him, walking toward Juan as she stepped back nervously. Stay away from me, or else what will you do? Even Gio didn't come out, so no one can save you from our bullying now. What are those gloves you are wearing? Aren't they too old-fashioned? You look like a grandma in that. She clutched her gloves. Let me make you look sexy by tearing off this ugly clothes to reveal your skin. What? No. He ignored it, and when he held her dress, she struggled to make him let go, but he didn't stop. Then, just as he almost tripped, she slapped him, the sound echoing sharply, and his friends were shocked to see it. I'll beat you up, wait. He was about to slap her back when Vaughn ran, and he and his friends chased after Vaughn to beat her. When Vaughn ran, she bumped into someone, and Rocky stopped running. See how I'll make you bleed by beating you. She closed her eyes in fear, and he was about to step forward, but froze when he saw her friend. Dare to lay your hands on her, and I swear, I'll have my brother chop both of your hands right here in seconds. He froze in shock upon seeing her, and one sighed in relief upon seeing her friend. Gia stepped forward and pushed him back, making him stumble. Why are you hesitating? Come on, dare to touch her. She pushed him again, making him stumble. He didn't dare to do anything, knowing that if anyone went against Jungkook's sister, they would definitely die. Are you deep? Dare to touch her. She slapped him, making him stumble. Get out of my sight. His eyes turned red, but controlling his anger, he glanced at Vaughn and laughed. Then Vaughn hugged Gia nervously. Thanks, Gia. If anyone tries to bully or hit you, just hit them back. I'll handle what happens next, okay? Vaughn didn't know, confused about how she could even beat them. Gia sighed, realizing Vaughn didn't have that much sense. Okay, leave it. At least be careful, okay? Come. She held Vaughn's hand and took her out. Time skipped to the evening. Gia left in the car and Vaughn was heading home. But her phone started ringing. When she heard it, she quickly answered the call on the first ring, as she clearly remembered how he had scolded her once when she didn't pick up his calls on the first ring. Hello, where are you? I just came out of the college and I'm heading home. Tell me, which son of are you roaming on at this time? He raised his tone seriously, which made her flinch in shock, raise her heartbeat. No, Jungkook, I wasn't with anyone. Trust me, I was going home alone. How dare you lie again? Wait, I'll punish you when you come home. Jungkook, please trust me. I wasn't lying. She cut the call in midair, not listening to her. Jungkook, please listen to me. She realized he had already cut the call. Tears filled in her eyes as she thought definitely he was going to punish her. She slept and trembled. When she was about to step forward and raise her head, she froze upon seeing Jungkook sitting on the couch with his legs crossed and smiling at her. He waved his hand at her, making her realize he was already waiting for her. He had purposely scared her on the couch, just to frighten her, and he already knew that from the start she was telling the truth. Did it scare you that much, baby? A tear dropped from her eye, and she looked away, trying to hold back her tears. He burst into laughter, jumped off the car, and went to her. I was just kidding, babe. She didn't look at him, so he cupped her left cheek and made her head turn towards his until she met his eyes. I know, you don't roam with any guy, okay? Now stop those tears. She nodded. Let's go. Where? To the movie. No. Did you only learn to say no since childhood? Didn't your father teach you another word, yes too? We are boyfriend and girlfriend. Of course, I need to take my girlfriend everywhere and spend time like other couple, okay? Now come. He held her arm to take her. But, Jungkook, I have to work at the cave too. Please, I only have 2 hours. I can't come. This girl, don't you want to enjoy your life a bit? She pushed her lips with dullness. Okay, you have 1 hour, right? Now come with me. I'll drop you off before your 2 hours are up. She nodded, but when he was taking her and opened the car door, she asked, But where are you taking me? Don't be scared. I won't bite you. Just come. I'm taking you to them. She took a deep breath and get in the car. There was so much crowd with some kids playing, and Ryan was sitting beside him on the side, admiring the view. He looked at her side profile, observing her facial expressions, noticing how calmly she was enjoying the view. Listen. She turned toward him with the alert eyes, wondering which bombshell he would drop next. I'm going on a mission tonight, and I won't back for 4 days. Take care of yourself until I come back, okay? Okay. Wow, I need to appreciate you. Why? This time you didn't say no, he said sarcastically and chuckled. She followed her closer here. I'll miss you definitely. Keep the phone beside you always. I don't even know when I'll able to video call you whenever I want to see you, okay? She nodded silently, but soon she noticed his eyes darken, which made her feel a slight fear. As she was about to move a little away from him, he placed his hands on her waist, pulling her closer and not letting her move. You don't know how much I was craving for you. His grip on her tightened, but she interrupted him purposely. Jungkook, take me back home. I need to go to work. What? You told me you would drop me off again before time was over. When did I say that? She widened her eyes at him. Did he lie to her just to take her with him? Now he wouldn't take her home. She thought about these questions. Tears were almost at the edge of her eyes because of his sudden actions. But then he suddenly put on a smile, squeezing her cheek. Okay, I'm just kidding. Let's go home then. But behave yourself. Stay away from guys. I don't like mine even looking at others. Or Udis seeing mine. Got it. She nodded. Okay, come with me. It's been 3 days since Jungkook went on his mission, but he never let one forget about him. He kept calling, asking about everything, checking what she was doing. She felt scared by the way he asked about every little thing. What could she do other than answer him immediately? Looks like no customers will come back. It's better to close the cave, since I'm the one here and sitting alone waiting. As she was about to move, she saw Jay entering the cave. He gave her a smile, which made her smile back at him. Finally, I'm here. How are you? Yes, I'm fine, and you? I was tired. I needed filter coffee. Oh, wait. He hung and sat near the glassware table and checking his phone. And one came with the coffee, and when he tasted it found it too tasty. Hey, it's very tasty. Are you really saying this? She asked, because when she gave him a cappuccino, it tasted bad. But now he suddenly pulled her, making her sit next to his chair. She didn't understand why. Just taste it yourself. Then you will know how much you can make everything with your skills. He put the coffee in front of her lips. She hesitated, but he started blinking and nodding his head, urging her to just take it one sec. She couldn't refuse him, since he was being nice with her. So she sipped it and realized he was telling the truth. Now what would you say, miss? Yeah, you are correct. I know, I'm always good. He gave her a boxy smile, and she paused gazing at him as she found him even more handsome whenever he was smiling. What? You look more good looking when you smile. So I'm ugly when I don't smile? Hey, no, I didn't mean it. He burst into laughter, and then she realized he was joking, not serious. But he stopped laughing and looked at her lips. She remained silent as he brought his face closer to hers and brushed his thumb against the corner of her lips, just wiping the coffee from her lips. She couldn't understand why he was so close, touching her lips. His gaze shifted from her lips to her eyes. As he raised his eyebrows at her, she wondered why he was looking at her like that. Then she shook her head, thinking it was nothing. He smiled and got up. I need to go, Ryan. He paid the bill for the coffee after seeing the price on the menu and laughed. She couldn't stop blinking as he was leaving, but she felt like someone was staring into her soul. She couldn't shake the feeling. Then she looked at the glass wall with furrowed eyebrows, but her eyes widened when she saw the one person she feared most in the world. It was Jungkook. He was fuming, his blood boiling. He had come a day early to surprise her, but when he was about to enter, she saw his brother touching Ryan, and she was smiling at him. The sight shocked him, and he was still in disbelief. But when she was finally saw, he was gritting his teeth and entering the cave angrily. She got shivers just by him coming in. She was trembling and spoke in fear, thinking he would not beat her. Jungkook, don't misunderstand. Nothing happened between us. She was cut off when he screamed and his voice filled with pain. He started kicking the furniture and screaming in anger. How shameless are you being in touch with him, even when you are in a relationship with me? She was disturbed the cave aggressive. She was scared of him, and this cave wasn't even her own. It was a rental, something her father had taken from someone else. Jungkook, stop it. I'm not doing any shameless things with anyone. Trust me. He pushed her back and pinned her both shoulders to the wall, as if he were pinning a paper to it. Shut up. I even saw you how he kissed you. No, Jungkook, he didn't. Shut up, stop lying. I saw everything. He let go of her shoulders and punched the wall behind her head, causing vibrations all around. No, he really didn't. Why will he? Again and again, huh? He started punching the wall again and again, not stopping it. His knuckles were getting wounded and bleeding, the pain intense. But it was nothing compared to the way his heart was shattering into pieces, thinking she was lying to him. She was trembling more seeing him hurt himself in such a scary and painful way. Of course, if he punched her like that, one blow would be enough to send her to hell. But instead, he was hurting and bleeding himself in his anger. She cried and begged him to stop, but he wasn't even listening to her. She was trying her best, but he wasn't in the state to listen. Then she hugged him while crying, which made him stop in one instant. There was no delay, as she had never taken a step like this with him before. I swear, Jungkook, I'm not lying to you. Nothing happened between him and me. He just wiped the coffee from the corner of my lips, but from behind. It might have looked like we were kissing, but it wasn't. I was smiling at him because of the way he treated me softly. Trust me, I have never kissed anyone in my life. Jungkook didn't hug her back, but after listening to her, she was still hugging him and touching his shirt. He was released from his aggressive action and was returned to his normal self, exhaling deeply, and he broke the hug, gripping her and cupping her wet cheeks, looking into her eyes deeply.